I'm DJ Fancy. I'm here with Sarah Jakes, daughter of Bishop T.D. Jakes. Some of you may know her. But she is a brand herself. She is a dynamic businesswoman, a TV personality, writer, all at the age of 25. Yeah. That is crazy.
I'm a little busy these days.
Yeah, I would say. Well, let's jump right into it. You just wrote a book called Lost and Found, what brings you to Houston. So you have a very compelling story to tell. Pregnant at 13, married at 19. Preacher's kid, of not just any preacher's kid, mega church, Bishop T.D. Jakes. What moved you to share your story?
Well, I started a blog about 3 years ago, and at the time I was still married, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to make the decision to divorce or stay married. My husband was expecting a child with another woman, and I was dealing with all of this pain, and I felt like, I have this perfect life on the outside, but I'm hurting on the inside.
What was your turning point to just kind of say, I'm going to reclaim my life back?
Wow, I think it started honestly around the blog when I realized that I thought that if I got married that everything would look better. I wouldn't be this teen mom anymore walking around without a ring on my finger. And so I got married, knew when I got married that I was going to enter into a marriage that was probably going to take more work than most marriages take, because there was infidelity before the marriage and more infidelity in the marriage. But all I wanted was to look good on the outside.
Right. And so how has your relationship evolved with your family over the years?
I will say my father has this saying that he's never seen love lose a fight. And so throughout all of these disappointments and devastations that we incur, because no one imagines that their daughter's going to be pregnant at 13
right.
and have a baby at 14. So they were devastated and disappointed, but they didn't allow that to keep them from loving me. And so although I did have all of these ups and downs, and I worked at a strip club, there's all of these different things that I did, they never stopped loving me. And eventually that love made me curious about God. If you can love me through all of this, well, is this the God that you're talking about? And that love led me back. So we have an incredible relationship now, and the basis of it is love. And so now it's good to reciprocate that love in a healthy way.
I believe more than ever, people our age, millennials, in their 20s, we struggle more with sense of self because of social media.
Certainly.
These horrible reality shows that embrace the ratchetness.
Yeah.
What is your approach to being like a minister to these millennials?
Well, I think that there's the balance, because I think millennials don't exactly want to be completely ratchet.
Right.
But we don't want to put on skirts down our ankles and be holy rollers either. Right. And so for me, I try to strike an in between. Like I will be earlier, I was singing, not singing, I was rapping with Slim Thug on the radio. And then I was studying for a speaking engagement that I have coming up, studying the Bible. But I think that we have to really recognize that our relationship with God is personal. That it doesn't have to be what they told us in church. That we can create a relationship that's spiritual, and we never have to sit in a pew to do so. Although there is a benefit to going to church, but that ultimately you have to know God on your own. And
what is the number one thing you want readers to take from your book?
Oh, I hope that people read my book and see pieces themselves. There's this idea that because I'm T.D. Jakes' daughter that, I'm not relatable, and, what am I possibly going to learn from someone whose father is Bishop Jakes? But the reality is that the grass isn't greener on the other side. It's just different, and then you exchange one problem for another. But at the end of the day, if you read my story and you come at it with an open heart, you're going to see a piece of yourself. If you've ever made a mistake or had a challenge that you felt would set you back for a lifetime, then there's something in Lost and Found for you.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, and I wish you the most success with your book.
Thank you so much.
Packed my bags last night.